As we grow older, we all want to protect the things that truly matter: our independence, our health, and especially our memory. Memory is one of the most precious gifts of life. It holds the faces of loved ones, the stories of our past, and the wisdom we've collected through the years. But here's something surprising. Sometimes it's not age itself that steals memory away. Often, it's the little daily habits that seem harmless but slowly weaken the brain. Today we'll explore those habits in depth so you can recognize them, avoid them, and keep your memory sharp for many more years to come. Let's start with something most people don't think much about: sleep. Many older adults struggle with sleep. Either they have trouble falling asleep, or they wake up several times during the night. Some even believe it's normal to sleep only a few hours once you're older. But the truth is, poor sleep is one of the most powerful enemies of memory. When you sleep deeply, your brain does important cleaning work. It stores new memories, clears waste proteins, and prepares you to learn again the next day. Without enough sleep, those processes break down. That's why a restless night can leave you feeling foggy, confused, or forgetful. Protecting sleep is like protecting your memory bank. Going to bed and waking up at regular times, limiting caffeine later in the day, and making the bedroom cool and quiet are small steps that make a big difference. Another silent thief of memory is inactivity. After retirement, many people naturally slow down. They may sit more, watch television for long hours, or stay indoors instead of moving their bodies. At first, it feels harmless. After all, you've earned your rest after years of work. But here's the hidden danger. When you stop moving, blood flow to the brain decreases. The brain needs oxygen and nutrients from the blood to stay sharp. Without regular movement, the connections between brain cells weaken. The good news? You don't need intense exercise to protect your memory. Even a simple daily walk, gentle stretching, gardening, or dancing to your favorite old songs can wake up the brain and keep memory alive. Think of movement as food for your mind. Let's talk about food in a more direct sense. What we eat has a bigger impact on memory than most people realize. A diet heavy in sugary snacks, fried foods, and processed meals may be convenient, but it slowly damages the brain. Too much sugar can inflame the brain and affect short-term memory. Processed foods often lack the vitamins and healthy fats the brain depends on. On the other hand, foods rich in omega-3s like fish, walnuts, or flax seeds nourish brain cells. Leafy greens, berries, and colorful vegetables are loaded with antioxidants that protect the brain from aging. For older adults, making small changes in diet, like replacing soda with water or adding more fresh vegetables to meals, can pay off with clearer thinking and stronger memory. Another common but harmful habit is smoking. Many people who smoked when they were younger continue the habit into older age. They may think, "I've smoked for decades, what difference does it make now?" But even later in life, smoking damages blood vessels, reduces oxygen to the brain, and speeds up memory loss. The same goes for drinking too much alcohol. A small glass of wine with dinner may not cause serious harm, but regular or heavy drinking destroys brain cells and weakens memory over time. If you or someone you love still smokes or drinks too often, remember, it is never too late to quit or cut down. Every cigarette not smoked and every drink avoided gives your brain a better chance to stay healthy. Stress is another invisible danger. Life doesn't stop bringing challenges even in older years. Worries about health, finances, or family can build up, and when stress becomes constant, it floods the body with a hormone called cortisol. Too much cortisol attacks the hippocampus, the part of the brain that manages memory. That's why people under stress often feel forgetful or confused. Managing stress isn't about avoiding problems, but about finding ways to calm the mind and body. Breathing exercises, listening to soothing music, practicing prayer or meditation, or simply spending time in nature can lower stress and protect the brain. Remember, peace of mind is also protection for your memory. There's also the problem of loneliness. Many older adults live alone, or they have fewer chances to meet friends and family. At first, sitting quietly at home may not seem like a big deal. But isolation is one of the strongest predictors of memory decline. The brain is like a muscle. It grows stronger with use. Talking, laughing, and sharing stories with others is like exercise for the mind. Without that stimulation, the brain becomes sluggish. Even small social interactions, chatting with a neighbor, attending a local community group, or calling a friend, can spark the brain and keep memory sharp. Staying connected is not just about happiness, it's also about brain health. Now let's discuss health conditions that are often ignored. High blood pressure, diabetes, high cholesterol, and obesity don't just affect the heart, they also hurt the brain. When blood vessels are damaged or clogged, the brain doesn't receive enough oxygen, leading to memory problems and even dementia. Sometimes older adults don't take these conditions seriously because they don't feel pain. But untreated, they quietly eat away at memory. That's why controlling these diseases with medication, diet, and exercise is one of the smartest ways to protect your mind. Another surprising factor is untreated hearing loss or vision problems. Many people think, "Oh, I just don't hear as well as before," but it's normal with age. They may avoid using hearing aids or glasses. But when the brain has to work harder just to hear or see, it has less energy left for memory. Over time, the lack of stimulation weakens brain circuits. That's why correcting hearing and vision is not just about convenience, it's about protecting your memory. Sunlight also plays a hidden role. Spending too much time indoors can disrupt your body's natural rhythms, leading to poor sleep and low mood, both of which affect memory. A short daily walk in the morning light helps regulate your internal clock, boosts vitamin D, and improves brain health. Nature gives more than beauty, it gives balance to the brain. Nutrition deficiencies can also sneak up on older adults. A lack of vitamin B12, omega-3 fatty acids, and antioxidants can lead to memory problems. B12 is especially important because it supports healthy nerves and brain function. Older adults sometimes absorb less B12 from food, so it may be necessary to check levels with a doctor. Eating a balanced diet or taking supplements when advised can close this gap. Now, when should you ask for medical help? Forgetfulness is normal from time to time, like misplacing keys or forgetting a name but remembering it later. However, if memory problems become frequent, interfere with daily life, or are noticed by family and friends, it's time to talk to a doctor. Also, if confusion comes suddenly or if memory loss is combined with difficulty speaking, walking, or understanding, it may signal something more serious like a stroke, and immediate medical care is needed. Never ignore sudden or severe changes. It's always better to ask a doctor early than to wait until the problem grows. Before we wrap up, let me remind you, protecting memory is not about making one big change. It's about noticing the small, seemingly harmless habits that quietly damage the brain and replacing them with healthier choices. Sleep well. Move every day. Eat foods that feed your brain. Stay connected to people. Manage stress. Take care of your health conditions. And never hesitate to ask your doctor when something feels wrong. Your brain is worth protecting and your memories are worth saving. If you found this message helpful, I'd love to ask you a favor. Please take a moment to like this video, share it with friends or family who might benefit, and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss future episodes. By doing that, you're not just supporting me, you're helping more people discover these important tips to live longer, healthier, and happier lives. Thank you so much for listening today. May your days be filled with good health, peace of mind, and strong, lasting memories. Until next time, take good care of yourself.